Throughout the history of mankind, the divine messages are often shrouded in mystery. Prophets, messiahs, or whichever names you call them, are often persecuted and oppressed, their words obscured. But how do we distinguish the true from the false? To do so, one can only rely on the divine's guidance, and the truth will reveal itself to those who earnestly seek it. Around 8 centuries ago, a kind and peaceful spiritual group known as the Cathars, many of whom lived in southern France, was persecuted mercilessly by the religious authority at that time. But even as they faced their utter and unjust demise, they left behind a hopeful prophecy foretelling the return of their kind in 1986. Today, we'll continue to explore the Cathar's proclamation about the future Church of Love. As intuitively received and transcribed in 1985 by the British spiritual author and teacher Colin Bloy, we will also make connections between the prophecy and the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association, which we believe is part of the Church of Love. Coincidentally, the association came into being around the predicted year of 1986 and fits the descriptions, such as the following.
It, the Church of Love, acknowledges all great teachers of all the ages who have shown the truth of love. It salutes all those in the past who have blazoned the path but have paid the price.
Teaching us that all the great masters of the past taught the same truth of love. Supreme Master Ching Hai has expressed her heartfelt appreciation many times for these enlightened saints who sacrificed immensely to elevate the world's consciousness throughout its dark ages.
We love God, so we dedicate our work as a humble offering to God. Not only offering to God, but to all the divine beings, to the saints and the sages, whose blessings, love, and sacrifice over the ages have made our world a better world as we have today. It's not perfect, but it's still a better world than we had before. Please do not forget to thank God Almighty, to thank all the masters of the past and the present who have sacrificed so much, who have loved us so much since the beginning of time, and have blessed us immensely, continuously, so that we always can walk peacefully and courageously in whichever way we have chosen for ourselves. Blessed be all these noble beings, here and in other worlds. We will always be grateful in our heart. Please remember, the more we are grateful, the more we will be blessed. The more we remember their loving kindness, the more we will be endowed also with loving kindness. The more we are thankful of the peace they have bestowed upon this planet and upon our path, the more peace we will realize, the more blessing, the more bliss. Everything better will come in our way, even in this physical planet, even in this difficult situation of the globe. We will always walk in peace and protection, and we will know that, we will feel that, we definitely realize that every minute of our day. And that's what I do.
At the New Land Ashram in Taiwan, Formosa, Master originated the concept for a gallery that presents the portraits of some of these masters.
这些是所谓的世界名士了啊，出名的名士的，耶稣啊、佛啊、穆罕默德等等，要尊重，所有的尊重，他们都教人家做好嘛。
Sometimes Master reads and expounds upon the past Master's teachings, and also instructs that they be shown on Supreme Master Television. She has certainly inspired us to also venerate the past Masters who have blazoned the path for us today.
It, the Church of Love, seeks not to teach but to be, and by being, enrich. It recognizes that the way we are may be the way of those around us because we are that way.
As Master has taught us, by being good spiritual practitioners ourselves, we can automatically contribute to brightening or enriching the world's atmosphere.
That's why in our practice, we are advised to keep our body, speech, and action pure. So we can keep first our personal atmosphere pure, and we can create also a pure atmosphere for the world in which we live and for the planet, for the universe. So the more people practice like this, the purer the world will become, or at least it's balanced. It's not too bad that nobody can breathe and nobody can stay inside. That's how we can fulfill our mission on the blessed world.
In accordance with Master's teaching, our association seeks not to preach, but to simply practice, developing our own saintly quality through daily meditation. Anyone who would also like to do the same are welcome to join, and are shown how at the time of initiation.
It, the Church of Love, does not proclaim itself with a loud voice, but in the subtle realms of loving.
Vegan, because we are kind at heart.
Vegan, because the animals also love peace as we do.
Vegan leader, trustworthy, guaranteed.
Killing is never right. Peace is the only answer.
Master's messages of much-needed assistance at this time are expressed through loving words, and most vitally through the subtle blessing vibrations of Supreme Master Television.
Bonjour, charmants téléspectateurs.
Compassionate viewers, I'm Zul.
با درود به شما بینندگان مهربان. مردم مهمان نواز ایران ما از شما قدردانند که راهنمای یک شیوه زندگی درست و مشفقانه هستید و دعا می‌کنند که مردم جهان نیز چنین زندگی‌هایی داشته باشند.
Salamatizbe means hello in Kyrgyz. My name is Azizbek. The happy people of Kyrgyzstan applaud your loving actions and kindness to bring hope to the less fortunate.
You must be a vegan. I am, right? Love you much for that.
Pristine Anguilla thanks you for cherishing precious life by being vegan. May you be rewarded with endless happiness.
May heaven's mercy shield you and yours always.
Etc.
It has no reward to offer either here or in the hereafter, save that of the infallible joy of being and loving.
Master also teaches her disciples to do good deeds quietly and humbly, without proclaiming their contributions or asking for anything in return. Rather, she has shown them the joy to be experienced in the subtle realms of loving.
We just did the Arizona wildfire relief where you sent money to the 19 firefighters that passed.
Yes.
I visited the city.
Are they all right?
Right now they're healing. Yeah. But now the relief is slowed down. I would say that the money is helping a lot.
Because the loss of a family member is terrible, and it's a big loss for the community as well. So I just think of their sacrifice, They accept our condolence.
Oh yeah, they're
the 19
so
family.
thankful. Yeah, very, very thankful. because I walk through the places with the fire.
Yeah.
And like you imagine it, but when you're there, it's very different. So I thank Master for that opportunity because it's life changing. You know,
You
just
open
the
your heart,
opportunity.
yeah. When disaster comes, they really need something, especially the love and comfort that you bring. Okay? Love and comfort that you bring.
Yeah, we felt like that.
Yeah. Good. Okay, so it's good for you also. You see, when you go in such an area by yourself, you can see how people are so appreciative, and then you can feel closer to fellow beings. Your heart will be more open, and your compassion will grow. You bring positive power. You bring love into the area that they need it most at that time. Always spread more love, then the world will become a better and better place.
Each shall seek to advance the cause of understanding, doing good by stealth and teaching only by example.
Last time in New York, somebody just told me, many other organizations stay outside waiting. They just let our disciples go in the ground zero to serve food and water and drink every day. But no channel knows about it. Mostly we do too quietly, too efficiently, and then we get out before the media gets in. Yeah. So sometimes, like in Taiwan, a big earthquake and disaster and all that, and our group was the first one to come in because we are equipped with, walkie-talkie and amphibious boats and everything, which our disciple invented himself, and go directly to the flood area and take people out where the helicopter cannot even. The same in New York.
Yeah, Master.
Yes.
I was there. It was very hard in the beginning after the explosion.
I know.
And I said, so the hard feeling, it feels like God died because it was dead, really.
Yeah, everybody feels that way, that's why.
Yeah, and we didn't know what to do. Then we went to the center and they organized the rescue work.
We got a lot of stories about how people there really loved us and the food that we brought.
They said, they haven't had like hot meal for 3 days.
So no meal, just come but no meal.
Yeah, and because they have like candy bars or cookies and all kind of junk stuff. Yeah, it couldn't like sustain the
energy.
The energy.
And they
in
worked
the body.
like mad there. They need it. Some people were so tired, the fire workers and all that. They're tired. They lay down. But when they hear somebody say, the Supreme Master Ching Hai's meal is here, and everybody jump up and come and get it.
And they said, like, your coffee is the best. Very strong.
They need it. They need it. They work hard. They need it to be awake.
Yeah,
yes.
The
firemen and the police, they're also heroes. They're good.
So they were very happy about this.
Yes, I'm very proud of you. Very proud.
Thank you.
The firemen are brave, and you are also very brave. Yeah, I keep calling, and it seems like it's not fast enough for me. But thanks to your effort, you really try your best.
Actually, we were there like for a few days or for a week, and later, like they started opening like big buildings around, and the whole big buildings, they have like cafeterias or restaurants, so they sort of took over.
Yes.
So we were the first to go and
went immediately. That's good. Afterward, everybody can do anything, but before that, nobody even thinks of what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, only our group can know what to do quick. We always do respond to emergency, of course, because otherwise everybody else can help later. When they come in, then we get out. Always the same. That's why nobody knows about us, but they know about everybody else. Because that day nobody even dared to go in there. So early. Nobody knows for certain because the building can still collapse or explode. See, it was really needed.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that I send you there for nothing. I am glad you have done what you did.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, generous viewers, for joining us today.